Let me put it to you this way, Bernard, and your team, Perlita, Dave, and Robo Knight. So the girls get disappointed because they start to figure something out, and then you guys come in and sabotage it. But you know who Blue Man Group is, Bernard? They get the audience involved to produce something. And so when you're so carnied out, 61 Amphibious Spaceman and Robo Knight and Bernard, and you ruin it as they figure it out, how good of a performer are you? This is why I'm not big on the carny, Bernard. Because you guys just come in, take people's ideas, and then turn around and say, and then sabotage it when people or the kids figure it out because the girls want at Disneyland or whatnot. And basically you sit there and hold them hostage there, Ellery, Bernard, and Robo Knight, and Perlita, and Dave, and basically say, we're not going to do anything, even though we stole your ideas and your stuff, we're not going to do anything unless you love us. Which is why probably the circus, like Barnum and Bailey and Circus and like the amusement parks lost a lot of money, Bernard, because a lot of those performers would do that. Grift from one performer, take their idea, perform it, make tons of money, and then the other one would see it that they got stole from, retaliation, back and forth. And that's all Harry and you guys do. That's why it's so fake, Joe. Always will be. Because you guys stole from those families that did it and then set up your own little thing there, Bernard. Pickett Street, Jamaica Street, Dave. And then you guys don't know what to do. Other than, be a nuisance. So, Bernard, if you're a good performer, like Blue Man Group, and they get, or the DJs, and they get the audience involved and they start to figure it out, that's a good performer. Not those of you who come in and sabotage it and turn around, well, that's our performance. Take everybody's stuff and then hold them hostage. Like I said, you can tell the girls get disappointed. So like I said, Bernard, your whole performance is based on selfishness. Robo Knight and Ellery's. Perlita, Dave. You guys think it's funny to be a pain in the ass and ruin people's shit and then lie. Could that have always been the problem, Bernard? Never knew what you're doing? And so you guys rely on just framing people and then getting them in trouble and committing crimes and making them sick and depressed, and got Red Randy running tanks, making up stuff, hillbilly squads, all the things that shouldn't be there. Karen Fowler Country and Western, see? Some men you don't want to trust in because they were the ones that grifted you or your husband and then made up a story for their carny performance. So what, are you down there, Robo Knight and Harry? You're just sitting there waiting on the little set of the Barnum and Bailey thing in the black and white that you guys put in the red. And then when you get rid of me, you'll come in and go, oh, we saved you. So people love you. It's called forced love. And that's not how they may have done it. It's because you guys sit in opposition to that in which you guys stole from originally, grifted or slaughtered. And then you guys don't know what you're doing, Harry. Because you guys supposedly knew more than everyone else, Joe. That's why, I'm just tired of it. That whole, you guys' BB story for whatever, those boxes. Because if I were to sit down and watch your performance, Bernard, I'd believe it's a fake. Because of how you guys proceed and what you guys do and, how you guys handle yourselves. So, what were you guys whispering faggot and all that nasty shit you do, David? Ugh. You guys create more of a problem for yourselves and blow tons more money instead of actually getting something going. And like I said, as soon as the children know, even Humphreys is over there is figuring it out. The 4 blue squares. So what happened to them? Joe, do you have to reclone them in? Are you missing one? Or did none of it existed at all? Right, you guys already killed the 1. Or the 3. Or the 2. Or the 4 and the 6. And then Bernard and them run around trying to profess that they're some great beings of the earth through their warfare. So, Bernard, Joe, Harry, Ellery, Robo Knight, you can have your BB4 story with the GPS man and all them, but no way, man. That's why you guys are broke. Because the story of the circus doesn't even line up, or even Elton's Circus or whatever. You guys just used it to grift. And then when people don't agree with you guys, you kill them. So you guys get pissed because, you start to see performances get people to remember And then you guys attack Bernard. And maybe that's not how they used to do it. So when Karen, you guys came up in here with your carny cans and your boxes and went on an attack mode about how fag you could be, could that be the problem? In opposition to some of those carny movies you watched growing up, or Little House on the Prairie. So be careful with your carny don't takes, Randy and Bernard and Harry and Joe, because they're not only leading everyone else down the wrong path, it's leading you all down the wrong path.